Well, look at that. I already messed up on the intro. Welcome into the actually, I was about to say it wrong. Welcome into We Talk Ball college football show. I'm your host, Chris. You can find me on Twitter at CFB Talk 07. You can also follow our show account at CFB_SZN and on YouTube, same thing. Hit the like and subscribe button for us. How you doing, Austin?
What's up, man?
Ready for Friday.
Normally I say it's almost Saturday, but we got some good games tomorrow night. So you know what? Bring on Friday.
We got a good one tonight.
Yeah, we do. Little rivalry game.
Yeah, what's it called? Somebody said it in the on the intro. I forgot it. The Deeper Than Hate.
Yeah,
is what they call it. Georgia Southern App State. You got a family member that
I'm not allowed to say App State. It's Crap State.
Crap State. I thought about doing on our and I ain't got the shirt yet, so that's not why I'm not wearing it. Every week we do every 2 weeks I'm gonna do a poll because I ain't that rich to continue to buy shirts. A poll for our viewers to pick a small school. And I was sitting there thinking about the inevitable day that comes when I got to do an App State, Georgia Southern / a couple other small schools, and how that's if App State wins the poll.
Just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be yeah. Anyway, we got so much to get to. Empty the notebook, Big Five preview, around the scoreboard, upset picks, all that. Let's go ahead and get to empty the notebook. We got some coaching carousel updates. So I scoured the internet and I went looking for the deeds on some coaching updates. Austin doesn't know any of these updates yet, so we'll see what he thinks about them. We'll talk about them, kind of not a rapid fire, but probably more so just quick discussion. So I've been seeing a lot of chatter on the internet, message boards, and some reporting that there's been some Clark Lee and Penn State talk. That apparently, according to a report, the negotiations with Vandy have not been fruitful.
Really?
Yeah, that was in a report that was on a Penn State 247.com.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was another.
You got to think what he's done with Vandy, though. His name's got to be mentioned in all of these searches.
Yeah, I've seen him mentioned for LSU too. Seen him mentioned for LSU, but the main thing with the Vandy thing, from what I'm piecing together, is apparently Vandy's expecting a hometown discount. He's an alum, and I think Clark Lee and his reputation is saying nah. Town discount here.
We'll get into, and this may get brought up more. We'll go ahead and talk about it now, but obviously Lane Kiffin's been the the talk of the town with a lot of these coaching searches, and we've talked about should he leave Ole Miss or to go to somewhere bigger, or should he stay there? And we've talked about the ceilings and things, and maybe with the new college football, you can win at Indiana. Maybe you can win a national championship at Ole Miss. You're not going to win one at Vandy, right? Like,
I don't think so, but
Like that, there's a ceiling there, right? That's not national championship.
well, I also wonder if it's with Clark Lee. Could he also be thinking about? I don't know if coaches really think about this. I think they do. They're all humans, just like us, right? I mean, they're not the robots that they
Yeah.
portray to be. I wonder if he thinks. I mean, the Diego, unless he goes back to court, the Diego era and is gone after this
Yeah.
year. Diego and I don't know what Tim Beck, the OC, is going to do. Does he leave while the iron's hot? Because I can see Vandy taking a step back. I don't know that they're here to stay like Indiana. I don't know that they have the staying power that Indiana does right now, but he could be doing a leave when the iron's hot type thing.
Yeah. I think if he knows what's best, hell, look at Mark Stoops.
Yeah,
If
should have
Mark
left
Stoops
a long time ago.
if he'd have left 4 or 5 years ago when he had Kentucky at the top, there's no telling what he'd be doing right now.
And you also see that, yeah. I'm not trying to compare Vandy to the G5, but you see that with G5 coaches. They sometimes look at Jeff Traylor at UTSA.
Yeah.
He didn't strike when the iron was hot, and now his name's not brought up as much on coaching search. I think I've seen his name one time on a coaching search, and it was like for the Arkansas job. But I don't think that's the direction that they're headed. So yeah, I don't know. I could say if I was Clark Lee, I would jump. I would jump. I don't no disrespect to Vandy fans, but I would jump. And Penn State may be a good one. How about this? So I finally did some digging on the Virginia Tech stuff. They apparently have an offer on the table for James Franklin.
Wow.
They have been dealing with James Franklin's his agents. That's what I get for trying to speak big words. His agents, and apparently there's an offer. They've met every single demand that him and his agent has requested. And it now seems like James Franklin's kind of like holding them off for potential of other jobs. It doesn't sound like Florida and LSU is going to go his way, but there is one job that I've read that he's very intrigued by that is not currently opening, and that's FSU. So I don't know how that's going to go, but apparently Virginia Tech has met every single demand that he's asked of them. And yeah, they're apparently going all in. And another update, apparently there's not the only school that's going all in on him. Do you want to guess who the other one is?
Who? I don't
Arkansas.
want to. Really?
Yeah, read a report on Arkansas's 24/7 site that they've been trying to go all in on James Franklin.
I like the Virginia Tech fit, man.
I do too.
I don't know why. Something feels good about that. Just I think what Virginia Tech needs right now is a program. I do. I mean, because we get so caught up in just acting like, I mean, just because James Franklin got fired, he's not a bad football coach. And I don't know. I don't think he would fit in at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Go ahead.
We got a comment on TikTok. Nolan12. I think Arkansas gets Alex Golish. That's who I think they should go after. Either Alex Golish or the Memphis coach.
Yeah.
One of those two guys. That's who I think Arkansas should go after. But I would go after Alex Golish. I agree with Nolan in the comments. I would go after USF's coach and kind of bring that Heupel offense like Tennessee, like Heupel did for Tennessee. I mean, you see what it's done for Tennessee as far as raising their ceiling. I wonder if an offense like that with some NIL backing could help Arkansas. But another update, Ole Miss 24/7 posted a note today that, and I seen it actually on the Florida site. Lane will listen to the Florida Gators.
Interesting.
Yes. He is currently, I'll get to this comment in a minute, if we could put that back on the screen. But yeah, apparently he's gonna listen, and he's currently the betting favorite. I don't know what that means. I don't know if betting favorite is a real thing in college. I see them all over the place, and I don't know what they mean. Sometimes I think they're clickbaity. But for what it's worth, he is the betting favorite right now to be the Florida head coach. You know what? I forgot to mention this. Athlete Forum podcast. I know I'm crazy. Disclaimer: if I'm Virginia Tech, I get Vic and make sure he's surrounded by an amazing coaching staff. 5 years ago, I would have said that would be wild and dumb, and I would think it would go horrible. But who the hell knows now? I've been so wrong on guys. Kirk Cassinetti, I could never envision what he did at Indiana. Dion, what he did at Colorado. Um, yeah, I don't think it's crazy. What do you think, Austin?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Yeah, 5 years ago, would say it was crazy, but in today's world, who knows?
Yeah. And Athletes Forum podcast. I was thinking about this today while I was driving and thinking about the show. I didn't even tell my host this. You have been in every live on YouTube, and I want to award you for that. If you have Twitter, let us know if you have Twitter. I want you to DM me on Twitter. I'm going to give you a $25 gift card to Fanatics because you have been one of our most loyal YouTube subscribers. And I want to give you that. So let me know in the comments if you got a Twitter so I can give you my Twitter. We can put it in the comments. I was thinking about that today. Dude's in every live.
No, I agree. We love the interaction. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, he's in every live, and I want to award our subscribers. So that's why you should subscribe to CFP_SZN. Never know when we'll do a giveaway. We might just do random giveaways. But yeah, I want to give that dude I want to give him a $25 gift card to Fanatics. Maybe he can get a hat or something. Maybe he'll get a Georgia hat instead of being a Florida fan. All right. Auburn's probably the last update. Sounds like it's pretty much down to Summerall, DJ Durkin, and Kenny Dillingham. It's kind of the three that I'm seeing the most. Now a report came out right before we went live that Kenny Dillingham told his team today he will be there next year. So I think you can scratch his name out there. I mean,
that's the only eye-raising hire that you mentioned there. It feels like DJ Durkin would be the pick if they swing and miss on everybody else. I mean, I hate to say that, but
no, actually, that I should have said that part of the update. No, there's real Auburn. How would I say that? Powerful Auburn people that are backing Durkin.
Really?
Yeah. I went and read a couple of reports, and then I was also listening to a podcast that was talking about it. It was an Auburn podcast, and they said people kind of laughing at that right now, but they need to take it seriously. Now he's gonna have to beat Vandy this weekend. Then beat the cupcake, and then appreciate athlete. I got your Twitter handle. I'll DM you. So yeah, there's legit smoke. There's legit smoke on that. Some powerful people at Auburn wants it to happen.
I've just never been a fan if you're part of the shit show. And you couldn't make a difference.
He was a part of also a pretty big shit show at Maryland.
Yeah.
He was a part of a really big shit show at Maryland where he was fired. And I'm not laughing about why he was. I'm just the irony of it. He was part of a pretty serious thing at Maryland where a kid ended up dying. So, yeah, not good. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. Obviously, I think they're going to go all in on John Summerall, but I think if he passes, and I don't think he would, but I think if he passes, they would love to keep DJ Durkin. But he's going to have to beat Vandy, which we'll get to that around the scoreboard. He's got to beat Vandy, and I think he would have to keep it close with Alabama. But I also read an Auburn writer said that he actually has to go 3-0 for it to happen.
Really?
Yeah, he's got to go 3-0. And I don't know if you're not beating Bama.
I mean, anybody could beat Bama, but I don't know. How do you give somebody a 3-game if they win them all and you can have the job?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm curious to see?
What's that?
All of these fires. We talked about this. How all these people are getting fired in the so early in the season, middle of the season, and now all this coaching talk is coming up, and how many? I mean, take a Lane Kiffin. He's still in a playoff race. Like how sorry, my wife is getting the TV cut on for me here and distracting me. But anyhow, like how distracting is that going to be for some of these coaches still trying to compete?
Yeah.
It's almost not fair.
No, this calendar is kind of jacked up. It's kind of we talked about that on the phone about what's going to happen with Ole Miss, and yeah, she's getting the TV right. So we talked on the phone earlier about how Ole Miss is in like a really sucky position right now. Very sucky position with the potential of Lane leaving, and what happens if all the jobs start like ending, and then you got Florida still open as like the last one, and then we kind of all put 2 and 2 together, and you got a guy in the playoff race. How does that affect Ole Miss? It kind of sucks, don't it?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's almost like they need to have like I don't know, like an open season, like they do with the transfer portal or whatever. This is the only time you can, talk to a coach or something. I don't know what the right way to do it is.
Yeah, I used to love the chaos of it. I don't know about you, but the more I hate saying this, the more and more I pay attention to the NFL, the more and more I love their structure.
Yeah, but the chaos, we used to love the chaos because it happened the day after the season ended.
That's true. Yeah.
That was part of it. You had the season, you had bowl season, then you had coaches season, which led into National Signing Day, which led right into spring training. So it almost made it feel like there was always something to talk about. But now it's just all kind of jumbled together.
Oh my God, my head spins from November to January or February, really.
Yeah.
Your head is just spinning the whole time, just spinning. If a team like Florida finds a way to keep their young guys, that means we have a great coach on the way. If kids start hitting the portal, then bad news on the coach. That's a good point. And that also goes back to what me and you talked about. Like, it's gonna leak.
Yeah.
It's going to leak. There's too many people are going to be involved in this for it not to leak. And honestly, on Florida side of things, they're probably going to want it to leak. They're going to want people to see that they got Lane for many reasons.
Well, not only that, Athletes Forum brought up a great point talking about when the portal opens up. And I don't think it's unfair to say, what if Ole Miss is still playing in the first week of December or January, and Lane Kiffin lives on the portal?
Yeah.
And if he misses, the first round of it, I mean, that'd be huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that's hypothetical. Assuming they're still in it, but I don't know. I don't like it. But the good news is, on this show, we talk ball, and let's talk about what's happening this week.
What a segue! What a segue! I love that. Got us out of the coaching carousel into a wonderful segue. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's preview our Big Five. Austin on the year now after last week going 1-3.
Ouch, dude! Last week, I don't know. I felt like last week was going to be Chaos Saturday. I did, and I went all in on it, and I missed.
32-17 on the year, so still a great record. Chris, me, I went a 3-1. Closed the gap a little bit, 29-20. is my record now. Upset picks. Austin got another one. 3-8 on the year. I am now a 1-10. I am pre-Dan Campbell Detroit Lions. It's not.
You are. I just wanted said that Chris forgot that I was in a group chat that he was talking in today and asked for help on his upset pick for this week. So even if he gets it this week, there's an asterisk by it.
Yeah. We'll know in a little while which one did I go with. All right, Memphis Tulane. I think last I checked, Memphis was favored 3.5, I believe. ESPN bet's down now since the chaos this morning, so I don't know if you've seen that. There's no more ESPN bet.
Really?
Yeah, the sports book they were with, I'm not gonna get into it all, but they're out of it. They're signing a deal with DraftKings now, so I don't know what that entails, but the ESPN bet, or somebody told me earlier ESPN bet wasn't on the site anymore. I don't know if it is now. I haven't looked.
The spread's on there, but
is it okay? Yeah. So Memphis, I believe, are they still favored 3.5?
3.5, yeah.
3.5 against Tulane. I'm so hyped about this game. It's Friday, and I'm really excited to get somewhere and watch it. I think it's 9:00 Eastern, 9:30, something like that. The biggest matchup, man, that I worry about for this is Memphis's rush attack, which is very explosive and efficient. Tulane does not do a good job stopping the run, and in particular, they do not do a good job stopping mobile quarterbacks. And Brendan Lewis, which last I checked, he was good to go. He was going to play. Has 26 explosive runs, third in FBS. Tulane versus other mobile quarterbacks. Army's quarterback, 158 yards. Ole Miss quarterback, 113. And South Bama's running back quarterback had 65 yards. I think that to me is the biggest thing in this game is can Tulane stop that running game when they have not been able to do that most of the year. But also, will it really matter? Because if they even stop it, I think Memphis's pass game could probably get them too, to be honest, Austin.
Yeah. No, that was honestly the matchup I looked at. Just, I mean, overall defense for Tulane, 102nd in FBS, passing their 102nd, rushing their 89th. Not to mention, you know me, I like to look at a lot of the outside stuff, not just the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure John Summerall's not 100% focused because you got to know he's talking to somebody, right?
Well, I didn't say it, but according to one of those reports, him and his agent, they let Auburn know how interested he was in that job before Hugh Freeze was fired. So he's been eyeing that job. I think Auburn's the job he's been eyeing forever because all the connections. His wife went there. He's from Auburn. Or no, he's from Alabama. He's lived in the state of Alabama. Yeah, I think he's been eyeing that.
Honestly, I think he'd be a great fit there. It scares me him going there a little bit, but
me too.
Yeah, so I just wonder how focused he isn't in on this game. So and Memphis with a lot to play for.
Yeah. Especially not being ranked. They got to keep winning.
Yeah.
They got to keep winning because this G5 race is getting a little crazy. You got them. I mean, technically, Tulane's still not out of it.
No, I think you got Navy sitting at the top of it, right? Don't you?
Navy. You got Navy. You got James Madison in another conference. That's each itching to get the spot. There's only one G5 spot this year. I'm almost certain, and it's a battle. Memphis is going to need this one. Tulane does too, but Memphis needs it. Memphis needs it to continue on. I'm going to go Memphis, man. I just think their offense is a little too much for Tulane. I do think it'll stay close, though. I think Tulane's going to bounce back from the UTSA game.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm with you on the same. I think too much offense from Memphis, and they will. What was the spread? 3.5.
Yeah, I think it was 3.5.
I think they cover.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. All right. The big college game day. Texas Tech, BYU.
Dude,
Texas
this game,
Tech. Is it still 10.5?
it is 10.5. And I mean, we did this already. Is Vegas calling fraud? What was the spread in the Utah game? Do you remember?
7.5. Oh, I think it got up to 8.5.
Yeah, I think you're right. And
Yeah.
they were wrong on BYU then. So, I don't know, man. I've looked at this game, and as much as if I hadn't got snake bit so bad last weekend, I might have went BYU on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Texas Tech, a great football team. They got number 1 offense in the Big 12, number 1 defense in the Big 12. But BYU's slinging it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they can, if they find a way to score on that defense, which I think they will, I think this is going to be a hell of a football game.
I think BYU's a fraud. I think Texas Tech's going to blow them out.
For the second time this year.
Yeah. I'm going to do it again. I think this goes the same way Utah, Cincinnati. I think Vegas is telling us something. I just think BYU's getting away with it, man. Like, I mean, kudos to them. They're finding ways to win. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Wins and losses, at the end of the day, whatever your win and loss record is, that's all that matters. You don't need to apologize to anybody, especially not a dumb YouTube podcaster. I don't know, man. I just think they're getting away with it, man. They beat Colorado by 3, needed 2 overtimes to beat Arizona, who they had to rally back from when they were down 10 in the fourth quarter. Scored 14 points in 41 seconds versus Iowa State in the fourth quarter to beat Iowa State. I don't know, man. I just think their luck runs out. I don't think they're going to be able to block that Texas Tech D line. I think we're all going to get hyped because game day's at Texas Tech, which is awesome. Lubbock, Texas, despite the people's opinions of the town, I think is a lovely place. There's always the jokes that there's nothing to do in Lubbock. Lubbock's a special place. I'm glad it's getting highlighted in on game day. I'm glad of all the festivities that's going on there because of game day. But I just think by halftime we're going to be flipping the channel. I think it's a blowout. I mean, it's cool we're getting hyped all week.
I'm gonna stay hyped for it. You ain't gonna.
I mean, I'm staying hyped for it.
You're not gonna ruin my Thursday night and shoot my dreams down for Saturday.
Who you picking? Well, put your money. Go by BYU then.
I'm not. I'm gonna go Texas Tech, but they don't cover.
Okay. We should add something to the pick'ems to the picks on that somehow.
Yeah.
I'm taking Texas Tech to cover.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good game. And
we should make this. We should make that. I'm gonna put you on the spot. We should make this. If Texas Tech covers, I get 2 wins instead of 1. If BYU covers, I lose a game.
And you wear a BYU t-shirt the next week.
Well, I have to order it, and I don't know if it'll be here by then.
I'll order it. I'll make sure it gets there.
All right.
Bet. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. All right. So we got a national show bet. We're going to clip that. So BYU fans that will get mad at me on TikTok later, that they're going to have extra motivation to root for BYU. All right. So you go on Texas Tech, I'm going Texas Tech, but you go on BYU to cover.
Yep.
Oregon, Iowa.
Man, I'm gonna let you talk because I'll let you talk the numbers. But all I want to say is this: I kind of looked at this game late from prepping for it and studying up on a little bit. And you were talking earlier that you were worried about this game, and in my mind, I was like, "What the hell is he worried for? Like, why is he?" But then when you really start looking at it on paper, damn.
Yeah.
This might be the game of the weekend.
Have you seen the weather?
I hadn't even looked at that. No.
We talking 80% chance of rain, and we talking 46 degrees weather.
That's Iowa football, baby.
Now, to be fair, it rains almost every day in Oregon, but you are right. That is Iowa football right there. That is Iowa football right there. I don't know. I know it gets cold in Oregon. I don't know. This is not. I don't know. Since the Penn State game, Oregon's offense has not looked good at all. Just looking at the numbers, the first 4 games they were like 53% success rate, which is really good. Last 4 games they're at 45%. The wide receivers just haven't been explosive. Dante Moore has not looked as crisp as he has in the past. They struggled against Wisconsin. They've struggled against a couple of others. Slow starts. I think the biggest thing that scares me the most for the Ducks is their inability to stop the run. They're 64th in rushing success rate allowed. What does Iowa like to do? They love to run the ball. They run the ball at a 62% clip, and they're 16th in the country at rushing success rate. So that plays right into what's Oregon's biggest weakness. And then you add in the factor of the rain. I've heard possible snow in the forecast. I don't know how true that is. I heard that on the podcast earlier today. But you add the rain, the cold. I was going to want to run the ball. They're going to run the ball if it's sunny and 90 degrees. Yeah, like athletes brought up, cold Big Ten rain, not Northwest rain. There is a difference.
And people don't think about, like, and I've been fussing about this because we've got our first cold front coming in next week here in Georgia.
Yeah, hell yeah, we do.
That first cold front is a lot colder than any other cold front just because you're not used to it yet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Joey in the chat on TikTok, Iowa upsets them. So he's going with the upset with Iowa.
I like the call.
I do too. God, I just don't know because I don't know much about this Iowa team, to be transparent. I've watched them when they faced Indiana, which, to their credit, the only team that has given Indiana any problems was Iowa. And I don't want to do the transitive property thing, but who beat Oregon? Indiana. I know that doesn't carry over, but I don't know, man. They're the only team that's been able to stop Indiana. Indiana struggled most of that game, and they were able to get them.
They held them to I think they held them to 20 points, which is their lowest point total of the entire season.
Yeah, I would imagine it's probably every statistical thing you look at, they probably held Indiana to everything of their lowest output of the whole season.
Yeah.
Everything. And
I'm a weather guy, so I had to look it up real quick. In Iowa City on Saturday is now 100% chance of rain with a high of 44.
Oh my gosh. And I looked that up like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So that's changed dramatically.
Yeah, that's cold.
That's cold.
What time is that game? Is that 3:30?
3:30.
Yeah.
So what? That's their time. Their time 2:30.
Yeah, I mean it'll be at the warmest part of the day, but when the warmest part of the day is in the low 40s and it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game's gonna go into the evening, 5:30.
Yeah.
6:30.
Yeah, I don't know. So, that's definitely going to be a factor.
I think Oregon gets it done, though. I'm going to go Oregon 24-20. I think they find a way. Do it. Do it. Do it.
That weather forecast, man, has me.
I know. I see it on your face.
Give me the Hawkeyes, man.
Let's go.
I told you earlier today, I thought you were crazy when you even thought this would be a game. And then I started looking at it. And I started kind of leaning that way already. And now seeing that weather forecast just really, I mean, honestly, that put it over the hump for me.
Yeah. I don't feel confident. I'm already kind of regretting it, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go the Ducks because we've got some stakes on these games this week with BYU, Texas Tech, and now the Oregon game. God, if I could get 2 wins because Texas Tech wins.
Yeah,
you'd
be back in it.
This is my week. All right.
Hey, I ain't gonna play scared. Let's just say that I'm gonna give you a shot.
Missouri, Texas A&M. I said this Tuesday. I ain't gonna spend much time on it. I'll let Austin dig into it some more too. I just don't like this matchup for the Aggies. I mean, no, for the Missouri offensive line.
Yeah,
I think Aggies defensive line, man. I just think they're gonna get them. Missouri's like 46 in pressure rate, which is not bad, but it's not good either. Aggies top 20 in pressure rate. I think I said this Tuesday. I think the one thing that I'm so curious about is if Missouri can expose the run game on Texas A&M, because we've seen some leaks in that run defense. We've mentioned it a couple of times on the show this week or this year, that they've shown an ability to allow people to run the ball on them, and it just hasn't hurt them yet. And if they're able to stay ahead of the chains and run the ball down the Aggies' throat, we could be talking about a ball game.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. So spread 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
A little surprised it's that close. Were you?
Yeah.
With Bo, I'm not even gonna say his last name. Perbula. With the backup. Well, I guess third string quarterback in now.
Mm-hmm.
So
freshman.
It tells me that Vegas is expecting Missouri to run the ball, and kind of keep this in. No, if you're looking to get anything else out of me on this game, you're not, because I do think this is a perfect. You know me, I'm big on mindset game for A&M. You're going in, playing an away game against a good SEC team. I won't say great, but a good team. And really, I mean, you take South Carolina, but really all that stands between you and the end of the season is Texas.
Yeah.
And this is an easy game to not come out and not come out and play your best, but I still think they're too good for it, and they'll win it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M is gonna cover.
I do too.
I think this is a tough spot for Missouri. I know they're coming off a bye, but so is Texas A&M.
Yeah,
they're coming off a bye too, and I just think a freshman quarterback. And I just don't think Aggies. I think the Aggies defense is gettable, and I think it could hurt them at some point. I wouldn't say this season, but probably in the playoffs potentially.
Can I ask a question that I know that you're never scared to piss off a fan base? Is Texas A&M third best team in the country?
No. Alabama is.
Whoa, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
In my poll, I got Alabama number 3.
Yeah.
And I've already dealt with this. Trust me. I didn't even put out the top 25 on TikTok this week because the devil wasn't getting me this week.
Right.
I didn't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like A&M's kind of playing. I won't say playing, but kind of ranked above their heads right now, just in what they've accomplished this year. I mean, kudos to them for being undefeated. But honestly, looking at their schedule, if you are a good football team, you should be undefeated.
Yeah, and I think they're properly rated on my poll. I had them at 4. Aggie fans got after me, and even non-Aggie fans, Bama haters, I would call them, got after me because of the undefeated. And I'm sorry. I just think Bama's resume up to this date is more impressive.
Who do you have at 5?
Georgia.
Georgia and A&M play right now. Who are you picking?
Probably A&M.
Fair enough.
I think A&M has the ability to get a first half lead, and they won't let it go.
Oh,
he asked. Yeah, I think
That's the
A&M
same
will
thing.
probably win because my thing is they're so explosive on as far as those wide receivers and that quarterback. I don't know. I don't think a Mike Oko team will get that big of a lead like some teams have on Georgia, and I don't think they would let it go. I think that's a team that could hurt us. We've talked about with Georgia how eventually it's going to catch up to them. I think that would be a game that it catches up to them, which would have to happen in the playoffs or in Atlanta. So that's what I think. But maybe Georgia's on upset watch this week. We'll see.
Georgia's definitely on watch, but I mean, hell, so is Alabama. So is every week. Just feels like
In the SEC, it does.
In the SEC, and not, and that's not trying to talk the SEC and put them on a pedestal, but nobody. Yeah, I mean, I know you will. I'm trying to be nice, but just nobody's dominating, but nobody's a bad football team either.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Bama versus LSU. Bama, last I checked, are they still 11.5?
No, it went. I think last I looked, it was 9.5.
9.5. What did it open as? Wasn't it 11.5 or 10.5?
I think I had it at 10.5 originally.
Okay, 10.5. So, yeah, Bama 10.5. LSU bye week for both teams. Can LSU have a get right game versus this Bama pass rush? Actually, can LSU's offensive line have a get right game against this Bama pass rush? Which at the moment, Bama's pass rush per PFF is the 9th worst pass rush grade and 88th in pressure rate. Is this a game that LSU's offensive line can possibly have a get right game? Because Alabama has not been able to pressure the quarterback like at all. Now, granted, I don't think they've faced an offensive line as bad as LSU's. So maybe is this a get right game for Bama's pass rush?
Right.
It could work both ways, to be honest with you. I think the other question for me is how does Ty Sampson do versus LSU's blitz? Now, we've made it known in the show that we don't think LSU's defense is as good as it was propped up to be, and I think last 2 games they've combined to allow 80 points in both games combined. But they do blitz at a high rate. They do blitz at a very high rate. They do have a decent secondary. I'm curious to see how Ty Simpson handles that, and I have a feeling that Blake Baker is going to have something cooked up.
Yeah, he. I don't know. They've done some interesting things in practice this week. I don't know if you've read any of that, but Blake Baker asked to put the defense in more game-like situations in practice, and changed up some things there. Doing a lot with some culture changes already. I don't know if you saw that where they had like some of the old players. Apparently, Brian Kelly forbid old players or ex-players to come to any practice. They brought in, who did I see? I know Matt Flynn. I had it wrote down. Jarvis Landry, Jacob Hester all came back this week just to, I don't know. Things like that scare you because, that kind of starts to get some boys fired up.
Glad you said that because I wrote down I don't really buy the interim coach bump very often. Sometimes I just roll my eyes at it, but I kind of do here. Because Frank Wilson, if you cut him with a knife, I don't know if you've seen what Brent Key said. He said that today too. If you cut Frank Wilson with a knife, he's going to bleed purple and gold.
Yeah,
that man was a head coach at a very small school and came back to take a position coach because he wanted to be back at LSU. There is nobody on this earth that probably loves LSU more than Frank Wilson, other than Ed Orgeron. But he's in a similar mode of how much he loves LSU, and I could see an interim bump for them. I do think this is going to be closer than the spread.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I'll tell you what I'm looking for, man. Is you can talk about the pass rush and all that, and you know what, I've been fairly pleased with how the defense has progressed. It's the offense for me. We've got to get the consistency back. I mean, it shows some spurts, but I mean, Ty the last 3 or 4 games. I mean, he's averaging around 250 yards a game. Nothing great as long as you have a great running game. But I wrote down where to go. Against South Carolina, our leading rusher was Jam Miller with 26 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Against Missouri, Jam had 40-something yards. And against Tennessee, our leading rusher was a wide receiver.
I do wonder, when does that catch up to Bama? Is this the game?
It's catching up. Like,
yeah. No, I'm saying, like, when's it going to make them lose a game?
Right.
Because it seems like their passing game has to be on point.
You're right. And like you said, you get a quarterback who's throwing for, 250 yards a game, managing it correctly, not making any mistakes, can throw the ball in the red zone, which Ty can do all of those things.
He's the king on third downs too.
Absolutely. Well, he has to be.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Bama's in the position they are. I know that was the big story in the Georgia game. Because obviously it stood out going against Georgia's, defense because of what they're known for, but it hasn't changed since that game. So no, we've got to find a way. I'm to the point now where I don't want to say we got to run the ball. I think we just got to find a way to get ahead of the sticks. Whether that be, screen passes or, dump offs, whatever it may be. I almost feel like they need to, I don't want to say abandon the run, but you good over there?
Yeah, we got a comment in TikTok from the one and only Caitlin Stone. Oklahoma game is when it will catch up.
Get you. Yeah.
I like it though. It could. I do think it's gonna hurt Bama at some point. When though, I don't know. I don't think it'll be this game, but I could see it. The thing that I like for Bama is at home. It's at night.
Yeah.
If this was in Death Valley, I'd be a little worried. More so. I'm picking Bama to win. I just think LSU covers. Now that I've said that, it'll probably be like last year where they win 44-7 or something, whatever.
Yeah. I'm picking Bama to win. I also think they cover 9.5. I think they win by 2 touchdowns.
Let's go.
But as a Bama fan, we still won't be happy with that.
Yeah. All right. Upset picks of the week. What you got?
Are you gonna let me go first?
Oh, I'll go.
No. I'm messing with you. Well, you're not going. The whole group chat's going against me this week. So, I love to take my my Friday night upsets. So I'm going with a Friday night game. You said I hope you go with this. Coming off a bye week, I'm curious to know. I noticed you didn't throw any rumors around about Lincoln Riley.
Did you see that on Twitter today?
Yeah, I saw some rumors.
I didn't want to bring it up because I haven't been able to I didn't have nothing.
That's why I ain't gonna say anything. But there's rumors, and where there's smoke, there's fire.
He does have a tendency to run.
So how focused is he? Northwestern coming off a bye week, 14.5-point dogs. Give me the upset.
Yeah, Caitlin in the comments, Georgia Southern's going to upset App State tonight, baby. That's what she said.
It's only halftime. Be careful.
Yeah, I mean they're kicking their ass right now.
They are.
But yeah, all right. Against some sound advice I got earlier today, and against my better judgment, because I am now a little worried about this pick. I made this pick actually Tuesday, and I'm going to make it again. I'm going Auburn over Vandy. going to stick with it. I almost changed my mind in the group chat. Our buddy Dog Stats did send a pretty good video that would indicate Auburn may have quit. The Hail Mary attempt at Kentucky was pretty piss poor from the receiver standpoint. They did not even attempt to continue to go after it. Just kind of stopped running at some point. So maybe there is a give up factor for Auburn, but I'm going to go Auburn because I like Auburn's strength versus Vandy's strength. Vandy, as we've mentioned several times in the show, they can run the ball. They run it really well. But the last two games, they haven't. And the last two games, who have they played? Two really good defenses. One in Texas that's probably top 5. And now you're facing an Auburn one that I think is better than Missouri's, not better than Texas's. And I don't have the numbers in front of me, but in every advanced stat metric you want to look at, Auburn is an elite run defense. You do not run the ball on Auburn. And now they're receptacle. They're gettable in the pass game. We've seen that a couple of times. Teams have got them in the pass game. I don't know if Diego and Vandy's that team. And I think Auburn, as long as there's not a I quit factor, which is possible, I think Auburn's going to get Vandy this week.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah. All right, let's go around the scoreboard real quick. Let's bring it up. And yeah, all right. We won't spend too long. Georgia, Mississippi State. Let's walk through that one real quick, Austin.
All I can think about is listening to cowbells at 11 a.m. For Georgia. God, could you imagine?
Oh, it's going to be horrible on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine being there.
That game will be watched on mute.
Yeah, it's going to be. Well, unless you have YouTube TV, then you won't watch it at all.
Appreciate the plug there.
Caitlin said watching mute. Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be. But, man, I said this Tuesday, somebody asked me in a TikTok, is Georgia on upset alert? And I said, yeah. This Mississippi State team, man, I'm not going to go back in my notes because I don't feel like it, but this Mississippi State team barely lost to Tennessee, barely lost to, who else was it? Texas. Both those games went to overtime. I think when I went and looked it all up, and then they only lost by 2 to Florida. Now they got their ass whooped against the Aggies, but if you took all those games that have been extremely close, and you just the ball bounces another way, we're talking about an 8-1 Mississippi State team, Austin.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna pick Georgia, but I think it'll be once again. I think Mississippi State's going to cover.
Wow.
I think Mississippi State's going to cover. Is that really wow, though? With Georgia?
If it was one of those where we had to pick the first half versus the second half, no. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think Georgia needs to use this game as a flex game, meaning they need to come out and flex their muscles. And look, all this, hard to kill, that is a great mentality for a football team to have. But you can't have that mentality every single week.
No, just like we talked about with Bama, it'll catch up to them.
It will catch up to you eventually. And this is definitely one of those games that it could catch up, but yeah, I don't think it will. I think Georgia's fine. And I'm just ready for next week.
Oh, I'm not. Penn State stands a chance? No. All right, we'll move on. I was gonna try to, but no. This may be one of those weekends where we pretty much discussed all the the ones that really need to be discussed. Oregon, Syracuse. I don't. I think Miami's going to get Syracuse. I don't think
Yeah.
we got anybody to worry about there. Iowa State, TCU. 6.5.
Arizona favored over Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas has been a little. I don't know. They've been up and down.
Yeah, they have.
Just don't know what Kansas team you're going to get.
And Iowa State, man, did you see they're down another defensive guy?
Yeah.
I forget the number I read. They're down like 7 of their original starters on defense.
Yeah, you want to talk about a coach that may be checking out? I think Matt Campbell has been trying to get out of Iowa State for the last couple of years, and I think this is the year he is going to leave no matter what. I think he's kind of ready to get out of there. This could be a team that's kind of checked out.
Yeah, I could see it.
All right.
How about Wisconsin signing Fickle to a extension today? I was a little surprised to see that.
Was it an extension?
I think so, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I just seen that his AD said he was coming back next year. I haven't looked though.
Now you got me second guessing myself, but yeah, no.
Oh no, I mean I haven't seen it. I was just
Let me see if it's still right here.
You want to talk about another team while you're looking that up?
I closed it out. That's gone.
No.
But anyhow.
Another team that I think is getting away with it, Virginia.
Yeah.
I think Virginia and BYU's kind of getting away with it.
Yeah. I keep waiting on Virginia to show up. They keep winning, so kudos to them.
Yeah.
That Cal Louisville game has potential.
It does.
Wow, Louisville.
Louisville's
out.
Yeah, Louisville's favored big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, how have the mighty have fallen?
How is the Florida State Clemson not in our 5 games that we cover?
And it's on ACC network. It's not even on a ESPN, ESPN2, ABC. It's not on any of those. It's on ACC network.
That's crazy. Yeah. Could be a good game though. Honestly,
I mean the spread's only 1.5. No, it depends on. I mean,
let me phrase
it's a good game. Yeah,
could be a close game.
Yeah. I mean, define good game for sickos like us. Yes.
Yeah, that, like I said, could be a close game.
How about UCLA being favored?
Wow.
I mean, I know Dylan's hurt, but really?
Yeah.
I don't.
You gonna skip right over my Navy playing Notre Dame this week.
I think Notre Dame's gonna destroy him.
I know I'm messing with you.
Because I don't know. I fall into that trap every year. I think I picked Navy last year to beat them.
I think you did actually.
I did. I'm not falling for that this year. Notre Dame's gonna blow them out of the water. I think that covers us, brother. It does.
Yeah. Got some big matchups this weekend, but all pretty centralized with what we covered for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that should be it. Caitlin in the comments, Navy let me down last week. Yeah, they've let me down quite a few times.
That's right. She picked them last week in our family pick'ems and was the only one. Yeah. So you bet she was pulling hard.
It helped me tremendously. I think I didn't pick them. Yeah, I was North Texas.
Yeah, I think she was the only one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But all right. Well, we appreciate everybody. We'll be back Sunday, 6:30. Recap it. I'll be here. I'm assuming Austin.
I'll be here.
All right. We'll catch y'all 6:30. We'll recap the games. Y'all go hit the subscribe and like button on YouTube. It's no longer under Austin, but if you're
it's
actually like that, ain't it? Or no, you're wait.
Is that right? No,
it's over there in the corner. Here, there we go. Like this.
Let's see on my screen. It's on this side.
CFB at CFB_SZN. Go hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Athletes Forum. I'll send you a DM either tonight or in the morning. I'm gonna get with you and we'll get you that $25 gift card. If you are in the chat on YouTube, you could win a prize. So, all right. Well, I'll let y'all till Sunday.